like coming home from a hard day of work only to find some beautiful, beautiful Power Rangers news. It was either this or get drunk to pretend I don't have a day job, but instead, I'm going with just enjoying these beautiful new posters. That's right, people. For those of you who don't know, and you probably should, seeing as you clicked on the video and the subject of the video is in the title, they revealed 5 new posters for the new upcoming Power Rangers movie, and these posters tease the most fun element of Power Rangers besides the banter, and that is the Zords. For those of you not in the know, Zords are giant robots that form into a Megazord or an even gianter robot. And the concept is that the Rangers use these to fight monsters. This is a Power Rangers staple we knew was going to be here, and we're getting our first tease in these posters, and I'm seeing some mixed reactions, which is interesting because I thought it would be a general positiveness around the board, but we'll get to that in a minute. First up, I will talk about the negative with the posters, and that is we don't see a lot, but let's not forget, these posters are teasing us. This movie is still like 6.5 months out. We don't need to see everything right away. We haven't even seen a trailer yet. I love the restraint. Most of the big movies like Batman v Superman, hell, we saw a Justice League trailer for a movie that was a year and a half away at that point yet. But the thing is, what I love about these posters is they're a nice little tease. And it also tells us a lot more than they should. First up, the actual Dinozords themselves. One of the big complaints is that the Dinozords, except for on the Billy poster and the Jason poster, you don't really get an idea what they look like. They just look like a generic mech. Well, again, it's just a tease. Also, we've been hearing a lot that this movie is a coming-of-age story. It's a group story, it's a team tale, it's a growing story, which means that it's going to focus a lot on the characters, which means you need to keep the focus on those characters. That was actually a problem in the Pacific Rim marketing, was that all you just saw was 1 or 2 images of a giant robot punching a giant monster, so for the general mainstream audience that might not care about that, there was nothing for them to really get attached to. Here it definitely seems like they want to put a focus on these characters and this cast, which is why there have been a lot of interviews of the 5 of them together seeming all fun, like at the San Diego Comic-Con interviews. It's because they want to get this personal sense, and by showing these posters and keeping the focus on the Rangers, it keeps that personal element going and brings it to a bigger audience. Now the thing is, another thing I love about this is because the focus is on the humans, it gives us a nice sense of scale for how big the Zords are. When you watched Power Rangers as a child, let's be real, because it was dudes in costumes fighting in city models, you didn't really get that good a sense of what the scale was, because I always felt like the towns they were fighting in, even if it was the same city, changed sizes multiple times per battle. But the thing is, if this is really the scale the Rangers are on when compared to their Zords, I'm really psyched for that. It does look really neat. And the thing is, by giving us that scale early, it also gives us an idea of the size of this movie, which is what I really, really enjoy. As for the Rangers themselves, I like the poses they're in. When we saw that picture of them with the face masks off from the helmets, a lot of people were like, this movie looks too dark, looks too serious, it's not Power Rangers, it's over! Let's not forget, most of your action-adventure films don't market their characters as happy-go-lucky smiley. Maybe they could have smiled in those character posters, but again, Marvel movies, all of these types of films, they always market the characters as being super serious, and then when the movie's out, we see more fun sides of them. So I'm okay with that. I especially love the Billy poster where he's kind of lying on the Triceratops. I have a feeling the personalities of the characters might get shifted up. Billy might be the more fun, playful one in this version of the Rangers, but what I like is you do get a sense of fun, playful. You get a sense of color. You get a sense of life from what's going on in these movies. And also, I'm not going to lie, the T-Rex one looks a little too cartoony, like maybe they could have worked on that one a little bit more. The other ones look really good. This is not a huge $150 million movie. I don't know, I think the budget increased a couple points, but the thing is, what I love about the way the Zords look is you do get a lot of detail and a lot of scale and not a lot of picture, and that does look really cool. It gets me really interested and curious to see what the Zords are going to look like on the big screen, and I am really excited to see where this is going to go with all of them, and I am super psyched. The other complaint is that the pictures do look a little photoshopped, like they were just put together on a computer with existing pictures. Probably, but Look, I'm excited. I think everyone should be excited. This looks like it's going to be a fun movie, and I'm really excited to see where this goes. Also, in the tweet of the posters, apparently Power Rangers is going to be at New York Comic Con. I will be at New York Comic Con Thursday and Friday, and I will try to get as much news as I can. I don't know if they're having a panel or what day this is coming out. Maybe we'll get the first teaser trailer, but I can't wait. You should also can't wait or something. And as always, click to like and click to subscribe so we can see where this great, awesome movie's going.